It's interesting that despite the fact I've played this so much, I haven't actually completed the bestiary. Anyway, hello everyone, Everfree Fire here, back finally to continue on with the 4-job fiesta. I did not intend to miss an entire week, but between bad sleep and silly decisions, I just was not in a position where we're here, we hypothetically will be able to finish today. I'm not actually entirely sure. I did do some grinding off stream. I mentioned I was going to. Mostly because getting jobs where I want them to was not going to be fast, because I needed at least 2 people to grind out Turtles, yes. Red Mage Mastery. And that was not going to be something quickly done, because that's a lot of APB. Before I check... I need to turn that back off. I did do that to speed it up, because otherwise it's going to be painfully slow. But we're just going to continue, because I need to wonder why my poor sense of direction does not exclude the fact that I know exactly where this thing is. But we're going to continue. I did need to do grinding for other things too, and I'm not sure if I did enough for that. Just because there is an HP check in the final boss, and I'm not sure I have enough. So, we'll see about that. But we get to start with these silly things again. Let's comment, click. And this is why we spent that time grinding out. Dual cast, because you can dual cast time magic, and boy, can you do some silly things when you get that going. Unfortunately, I don't have the real power I can put behind this right now. But we're going to get that. Yes, we are going to get the true power that I can get. After I heal, because that burned through a lot of my bait. One thing I will say is Time Mages with dual cast, I am going to be absolutely destroying my MB. Like, hilariously. And that's with my Bards as mine and Lena as Time Mage actually wearing the... forgot the name of it. The gold hairpins for the oh, you got the other one. Why? So they just don't really have a good option for that particular slot. You saw the Aegis? You got the Aegis. Okay. Good news is this dungeon isn't going to be... Okay, that's a fantastic start. I was going to say this dungeon isn't going to be as bad as it can be because I can just cast float, but then we started with a back attack, so that's fantastic. This does admittedly slow down the fight some. But honestly, I'm okay with that. And I probably don't actually have to go all out with the dual cast Quake. Quick, not Quake. Dual cast Quick, dual cast nonsense. It's fun. I do need to remember, though, to get everyone under float. Somewhere in one of the upcoming dungeons, there is actually a second Aegis shield, and I want that. It's just, I don't remember if it's here or the other dungeon. Because Aegis shields are just good. And I will want one on my mime so that my mime can survive a little longer. Considering my mime is basically a walking tank at this point. After thinking about it. I know you have the Aegis. I'm going to swap you to the Crystal Shield. You can have the Aegis instead. This is another one of those dungeons I'm not particularly fond of, but since I have Time Mage and can just float, it's a lot less of an issue, because a lot of the problems with this one, it's one of those ones that just, it has a damage floor. That just, it's annoying. But Time Mage just kind of ignores all that. And yeah, we can see at this point that Time Magic itself hasn't really scaled particularly well. Don't press that button, it's a waste of time. But that's not overly surprising. We are using a tier 4 spell for doing damage, so... it gets the job done. This is the last dungeon where it really is required. Oh, if I remember which ones are right here. I don't think this one is. Yeah, the must press everything temptation is going to be very high. Also, I swear these things had counters to physical attacks, but they're just not. And honestly, I'm not going to complain about that one. Yay. Oh, yay. Okay. I think we are going to say no. Yeah, unfortunately for them, I have a little thing called return, which means I can ignore them. You know, it'd be tempting to see if you could actually purposely keep yourself alive longer by using slow. I can't do that now just because everyone's got the Hermes sandals on and therefore has permanent haste because they're frankly the best accessory in the game. Well, how long does it set your timer for? I wonder. It's the best use for it. It gets my berserker out of the back row. Fool, you've already doomed me. Do me twice. Thank you, Float, for making me not have to deal with too much annoyance here. This is a place that, ironically, if I add, like, years and years ago, before I started streaming, I had a run that was Geomancer, Berserker, Dancer, and I'm sure I've mentioned it before, but it's funny that while they never got here, because God knows I wasn't going to try to take out the Fort Tower with that team, they would have actually been fairly fine here because Geomancer would have been immune to the lava. It would not have ended well. But overall, it actually would not have been that bad. Now, if you have barred, this place is hilarious. What's your team again? I don't remember your full team offhand. Okay, you know you have Berserker, Chemist, something Samurai. So, need is going to be an interesting statement there. The question is, do you want a second Aegis Shield? Because one of the two Forked Lock dungeons... The thing is... I don't actually know how Omniscient counters mix. I've never actually tried. Because obviously, if you get here, you don't have an issue. You have Bard, everything's undead, and that's just Requiem bait. But that, Well, here's the thing. With Bard, there is technically an easy way to win. It's stupid, but it's easy. You just have the Bard hide and wait for Omniscient to run out of its 32,000 MP. No, but seriously, though, you certainly can do it with that team. I'm pretty sure you picked up Reflect Ring along the way. I have realized I may need to see if I can get Reflect Rings. Because, I was thinking about the bosses going through the end game and some of the nonsense I'm going to have to deal with there, and I'm very concerned by at least one of them. Because Twin Tanya is going to murder me. And that's just a statement of fact. Twin Tanya is going to kill me. Right, you two have... No, I prefer the white robes because they have better... Yeah, I could put heavy armor on my... not Time Mage, that's my Mimic. But it's not really worth it. If I needed another one of those, it's another one. I don't, so... I just love this random ass dwarf down here. It's like, yep, there's dwarves here. Why? Who knows? Do I know anything about the magic lamp? I know I will need it. Boy, will I need the magic lamp. Get all my MP back, because I need that. Now, if you're curious, because this is the only way the game tells you about this, way out here, never worried about much until now, but it seems that the odd is happening above ground. Sure, there's a forest above us. This is just telling you that the Phantom Village happens to be there. If you weren't aware of it, it's the only way I know of that the game tells you about it. Directly, anyway. Did I save? I don't think I saved. I never did make that save command. I need to remember to do that. Back in the water. I do appreciate at this point this team drop comments on everyone and a single person going X. Do I remember which one of this it is? Not even remotely! I should probably switch Ferris's weapon, though. At least for the time being. Oh, something definitely happened. I know what happened. Nope. Yeah, the Gaia Hammer is much weaker for single targets. However, with this setup, Pharaoh's actually does pretty decent AoE damage. When it decides to proc anyway. It's not necessarily the most effective option, but frankly, I'm not going to complain about that. Unfortunately, it does have the small caveat. It's earth damage, therefore it doesn't hit flyers, but yeah, we just gotta deal with it. One of those is definitely the right button. Honestly, for this group that is legitimately the only AoE damage... Well, no, I have Red Mage. I could cast that. But, frankly, that's not really worth it. I mean, it's not a bad option if I really needed it. I certainly was doing that while I was grinding because I wasn't going to kill that group one at a time. One more button. I'm pretty sure this chest right up here is a Kaiser Knuckle. Which, generally speaking, at least in a Fiesta setting, isn't going to be that useful. Because what it does is it makes barehanded do more damage. Basically, it gives you another couple I say a couple, but it's much more than a couple levels worth of damage on top of what you're already doing. The problem again is that the Hermes sandals are just that good. And it's like, it's not just that it has haste, it's... Apparently possessed people just disappear. Get back up there. Yeah. Kaiser Knuckles, not exactly the most useful thing in the world for me. I think if I was feeling silly, they may be the best option for giving more damage to Ferris, but that's just kind of why would I want to? I was about to say, I think I'm the only one of the three of our little of our little group who actually needs to do the Fork Tower, but no, Neve will want to do the Fork Tower. At least. So, this fight's going to be fun. You know, if I had any intention of all of doing it legitimately, it was going to be fun. But I am not going to let these things have a chance to screw me over. I just refused. So I did want to test something. It mimics the same... Oh, dear. Oh, that's interesting. So that answers that. Is there a way I could potentially abuse that? Also, I'm just murdering them now. Like, I kind of assumed that it would actually go on to the next one, but if I can get infinite casts of Bahamut, or honestly, the most useful infinite cast would be Sildra, as weird as that sounds. I could do some nonsense with that. Also, I'm not walking out of here. That's... Who has... Oh, for fuck's sake, really? Wait, no, this is fine. Give me 1 second. If I turn you into a red mage, I give you time right now. But you could be Berserker times 6. But I could also that may not be a great option, but that is an option. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Let's go find, not there. That's not what I want here. So I do not think it's worth me getting Mime on 3 different people to, go through with the plan I'm thinking of right now. Just because, well, frankly, my time mage, does not particularly want mine. Is the way I want to go? Oh, right, I have Meteor now. Rocks falls, that poor Ironback is screwed. Actually, I think the right people have it, so, yeah. Yeah, okay, that's what gets me here. Do I need to do this dungeon? No, I don't. Am I doing it anyway? Yes, I am. Well, no, tell us not, because I don't die the moment I cast it. Now, why Meteor is fun? We do Meteor, quick. Drops more meteors. And, you know, if they were alive, I'd have another set of meteors going at his face, but didn't live that long. It's gonna burn a lot of MP for that, but it'll be worth it. It's mostly at that point a boss killing trick more than something that you do against normal enemies. Though at the same time, there's no reason not to just use Meteor on normal enemies. That poor frog just got murdered. Also, just for fun. How did the thief die for a while? Oops. Meteor is wildly more expensive than Comet is, but it also does a lot more damage than Comet does. I don't remember. Oh, wait, I can just use the stairs. Now, the question is, will my poor Berserker ever get a turn again? I mean, yes, eventually. That poor bat. Oh, hi, Tonberry. I hope you like meteors. Now, to be fair, the smart thing to do here would be to run away. But it's more fun to drop a bunch of meteors on Tonberry. Should we get to do it a second time? Yay! And honestly, I just gave Kryle the Thief's Knife because it's fun to randomly steal things as I'm going around. It's not exactly something I would be using if I was really in any risk. Honestly, the biggest problem with meteors, I have no control over where the damage is going. It's going to do whatever the heck it wants. And for the most part, that's not actually going to be a problem. When it is a problem, however, it's a really big problem. All I'm thinking right now is Sephiroth wishes he could do this. They just make it look so easy. Just dropping meteors everywhere, left and right. The amount of work I had to do to summon one. Can we even get reflect rings in this world? Oh dear, I'll just check that. I can't buy it, so that's exciting. What are you? It's not very helpful. Oh, jeez. The answer is yes, I can get more, but I'm going to have to work for it. Oh, fine. If it ends up being an issue, I know where to go. Rude. Just because it's Lena doesn't mean you need to poison her. Is that a good use of my elixirs? No. Absolutely not. It's a terrible use for elixirs. Especially with the save point right here. Just not useful at all. So there's one boss in the end game in particular I'm expecting might be a bit of a roadblock, and that's actually Twintania. Mostly because it's going to be an absolute dick if I try to use what would normally be my strategy. With this team, which is dropping meteors on everything's head, it counters with Mega Flare. Not by a maiden's kiss, instead absolutely murdered by meteors. Wow, my train of thought is not there right now. Really, game? I do not have a monk. There's the second Aegis shield. Cryo needs that. I'm so sorry, Aquatel. You probably didn't deserve that. I mean, you could, I don't know. I've been thinking about it. So that's just straight up a stronger axe. I don't know if it's consistently more better than the Titan's axe. I'd have to look that up to be certain. I think it's the strongest pure axe in the game. I will try it for this boss fight. There's a non-zero chance that this boss coming up is going to murder me for my hubris, but what difference would that be? Certainly wouldn't be the first time I was playing Final Fantasy V and got murdered for my hubris. The funniest thing about this is you don't have to fight Leviathan. You can just leave. There's nothing stopping you from just walking out of here. I mean, that guy just gets murdered because he's... Oh, that's a counter. Well, that's gotta be awkward. Not stopping because I'm dying. I can't let a little thing like dying stop me. What would the fun of that be? Yeah, that's about what I expected to happen. Though, to be fair, I didn't actually know that Tidal Wave was a counter to me. That was a legitimate surprise. I don't have any core rings. This will be fun. No, it's not that big of an issue. Okay. One thing for now. I actually don't want my Berserker to have haste for this. But we're going to watch this guy get murdered by Leviathan again. So that's exciting. Thank you, Lord Leviathan, for being very precise with that water and not murdering us just 2 blocks away. I forgot to fix that. Luckily, Quick is still absolutely broken. Unfortunately, I was not intending to have Ferris still have Mimic. I forgot that Ferris still had Mimic. Why did you double cast it? Jeez. You are not happy with me, I see. I'm sorry, Mr. Leviathan, sir. I didn't realize you hated getting meteored so badly. Okay. Can they take advantage of the fact that that Dual Pass is hilariously silly? More meteors, go! The funny thing is, there is one accessory that basically counters everything Leviathan does. I just don't have it. Because preparing for boss fight is apparently for wimps. You actually can't teleport out of this entertainingly, which is funny because you can literally just leave. But heaven forbid you want to teleport. Can't do that. That is all the tablet dungeons done. I don't particularly plan on going out. Well, I don't want to go out of my way to do the other little side things because I don't have Summoner, who's the only one who really cares. There is something I need to do, but that's more of a quick jaunt than anything else. I need to recharge my lamp. As we go all the way around here. Da, 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 da. Honestly, I don't think I'm being the final boss without the lamp. It's not. It's okay. I'll put it at this: it's entirely doable. I don't trust it to get done. So I will take every help I can get. Yeah, so speaking about my comment about ads, my computer is about 3 minutes behind what the actual time is. So I think that's why my ads have been so wonky for so long. I think my computer's clock is just flat out wrong. You're not gonna let me get started now, are you? Nope. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, well, we're going in. Okay, I did keep one. Yes, I realized I just said we're going in and I just left. I just remembered something I need to check. That'd be it. You know what? Die. It is. Break into his back. I may not need that ring, but there's a very real chance I might, and I'd rather be safe than not. Don't need you, don't need it. Don't particularly need the dancing dagger at this point. That should be the ad starting about nowish. Why do I still have a leather cap? Who's wearing the wrong robes? Alright, who's wearing the wrong stuff? You are. And I know you're still wearing it. Oh, that should be... okay enough. Let's go back in. The ad break should be done before anything important happens. And by important, I mean boss fights, not... Um, hi. Rude. That's not what I want Ferris to mimic. That's not what I want Ferris to mimic at all. I mean, I guess it works, but I would have preferred mimicking the healing. Hey. I just realized I need to fix a lot of equipment right now. And things. Well, Mimic Ferris's Red Mage is fun. It's not really what I need right now. First things first. Gaia. Peace. Well, 1,000 you. Yeah. The fact that they show up here and don't actually bother attacking you or anything is hilarious to me. We could gang up on you all at once, but no, we'd rather be polite. We are polite demons from the Rift. We do not do 7-on-1 fights. Well, first tried. I'll give Ferris that. She tried to survive that. They just said, no, Ferris, you get to die. Excuse you, I had a preemptive strike. How dare you attack me? I'm also pretty sure I don't need anything in these chests. Self-destruct. You're going to be a thorn in my side here. I do have to be marginally careful because obviously my supplies are not unlimited. But I should be fine. Relatively. Maybe. Or maybe not. I could be completely screwed. Then again, I still have time magic. When in doubt, time magic fixes everything. Pretty sure this is useless. Yeah. Again, the smarter move would be to not fight literally everything. Can we put a piano in here? No. You poor Chocobo. Stuck in a moment of time. I've always been kind of glad that you don't have to fight your way through this place. It's because it's annoying to travel through there every time you have to. And then it leads you into this annoying place. Wow, they have very specific focuses. I do not like any of these forest tile sets in this game. Like, they're not hard, I just find them tedious. Just really screw that one particular room, and then these just have a lot of magic defense, I guess. Well, I suppose I think there's a chance it's still worth it on the off chance I have to leave to buy more supplies to come back to actually beat the game. I will obviously be ready for that. And with teleport, I don't have to walk out anyway, so... Diving in and out of this place is not too bad. I believe there's another ribbon somewhere in here. I just don't care. No, actually, there's one thing here I want to see if I can find. If I remember correctly, it's you, isn't it? Nope, that's the ribbon. You? Nope. Am I horribly misremembering? Maybe. Yeah. So it is a way for me to recover MP. I think. My understanding of it is correct. I've never actually used it, Oh, this just got problematic in a hurry. Okay, both of those are kind of whatever. Oh no, Galifasteri. These woods are not peaceful, they're annoying. Also, unsurprisingly, I'm not actually worried about this boss at all. Califasteri is not strong. I feel like it's a boss you have to purposely try to lose against to actually lose to. These are the caves of I have to be careful. Rude. Oh, I probably do not have enough of those at all. Oh no, not Discord, anything but Discord. You're okay. There's a save point before the next boss fight, so I'm not concerned about my MP levels. I also don't particularly need no, there's a save point. Need time mage on Ferris at the moment. Yeah, so I'm not even going to try to fight him. You can try to go up the waterfall? Did not know that. Well, here's the biggest problem with Omega. My main way to do damage is Meteor. I don't remember Meteor's damage formula off the top of my head, but it's hit hard by magic defense. Because it doesn't pierce it. Omega has a lot of magic defense. So I have no easy way to actually damage Omega. Oh no, it's Biblos. I'm sorry, wait, it's a panda. What's funny is apparently this boss actually has a reaction if you summon Ifrit against it. Why you would summon Ifrit against it, I have no idea, but it has a reaction to it. Yep, that was a thing. You're going to have to get used to the noise of meteors falling. It's going to be happening for the entire rest of the game. Legitimately, I have no reason to do anything but drop meteors on things. Which honestly doesn't make for very exciting gameplay, but what else am I supposed to do? You use what the party's given you. And somewhere out here. A weapon option for Berserkers. I have used it in the past. The Thor's Hammer. It is, damage-wise, between the Rune Axe and the Titan Axe. The Rune Axe obviously has the crits based on using MP. Titan's Axe is just a good axe. This is actually a long-range axe. You can put your Berserker in the back row, and it doesn't care because it just starts chucking hammers at people. Meow meow? Oh, I see. Fuck you, Hellraiser. Not like I have any control of where my damage is going. Definitely didn't need those. I already have a full set. You'd think with the number of times I've played this game that I'd actually remember where things are. This is about to get silly. The actions did not line up for miming to work properly. Sort of. Berserker's terrible speed eventually fixed that. This. Alas, I do not have a cheap way to do this fight. Yes, I do have the crystal shards. What I do, of course, have is a bunch of meteors on his head. Now, Azamagia actually has fairly high magic defense. That honestly just means I have to drop more meteors on his head. The fuck? I don't know how to Goblin Punch. I only know Meteor. Oh no, not Dark Spark. The one skill that Lily doesn't affect me at all unless you aim for Cryo. Seriously though, Meteor is not affected by magic or level. Which is part of why I've been so careful about equipment. Oh, you did! Congratulations! I was lurking at kind of? How do you kind of finish? Because I was lurking in your stream when I looked in, you were running through history. Also, it's time for my favorite cheese tactic. I am now completely invincible against this next boss. I don't have to do a thing. Oh no. Oh, that's... So my immediate thought, because you're on World 3, my immediate thought, it's a place that you lose access to at some point. So something like the ship graveyard, any place that gets sucked into the void, the Fork Tower could be. Just like places like that you lose access to at some point. I'm wondering if it's something you can no longer actually check and see. And yes, I'm completely ignoring this fight because, again, I'm completely invincible to it. I don't need to deal with it. Catastrophe will not actually ever hurt me. Oh my goodness. Huh. Like, I'm trying to think of weird out-of-the-way places, but considering you were planning for 100%, you would have gone for most of those. Because the only, like, completely weird out-of-the-way place I can think of is, what is it, that weird cave that has the NPC that tells you your stats? Anyway, you may now have your armory sandals on, and now to start the bosses I'm actually concerned about. Yeah, I didn't think there were. It's been a while since I've been there, because in a Fiesta setting, you literally have no reason to go there. Hide? Hide? You know, I was going to avoid the comment I tend to make with this, but, yeah, there are actually a few espers that you will show up in the void if you don't pick them up ahead of time. Not all of them, but some of them will show up again. And now I've got the old man in my pocket once again. Welcome to the pocket, old man. Now let's deal with this nonsense. I know specifically, Catobless, or how you pronounce it, does not show up here. Shiva will not. But I think Golem does. So I'm not super concerned about Halocardassus. She's just annoying. And I did purposely try to ditch Ramu, but no. He had to actually show up here. Had to be a pain. Now, obviously, if I had Summoner, I would pick up Ramu because he's kind of useful. Considering when you pick him up. Wasn't fast enough. I don't tend to deal with the guild total very much because, again, okay, in a Fiesta setting, guild total's a pain. Froggy dance. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think that's actually one of the enemies I'm missing in my bestiary. So I am actually expecting to die at least once in this fight. I will put that out right here and now. I expect to die. This is the boss I have actually been most concerned about. That's not what your counter's supposed to be there. Okay, for the 4th job Fiesta, I don't know. Have you run a 4th job Fiesta? Are you aware of what it is? Let me start with that. Because there is actually a logic for what's going on down there. I just want to know if you're aware of what the 4th job Fiesta is. Okay, so my jobs, I did a Chaos 5th job Void. So my jobs in order were Time Mage, Mimic, Berserker, and my Earth Crystal was Red Mage. I rolled my 5th job, which got me a 2nd Red Mage, which meant I had to get which meant I got rid of the 1st Red Mage, which is why Ferris is a frog, because I have gotten rid of my Earth Crystal job for 5th job. Then Void got rid of that job anyway. So Ferris is just stuck as a frog. And that's just the order I got the jobs. Oh, this is all sorts of exciting. Well, let's see how this goes now. I saw that. Don't think I didn't see that. Oh, I saw that blip in the ATB bar. I don't have enough reflector rings, and even if I did, Crowell Berserker would screw that up. And for those who aren't aware, there is a period of time where Twintania starts charging up for Gigaflare. In that time frame, he is weak to every single status effect in the game, including death. I very purposely was using the Decicle as a failsafe on the off chance I was put in that exact position. And it worked. One last hurrah from the Decicle. Now, I could have used the Assassin's Dagger, but I didn't want to be doing too much damage with Trial at the time. But you know, some days things just work out for you. And now we're going to have a very entertaining time with my next boss. Oh, yeah. Yeah, when Twitani is charging up, you can do all sorts of nonsense to it. If you're really bored, you can turn into a frog. It will cure itself once it's done. But you can just frog it every time it tries to Giga Flare you. Is it a logical way of doing the fight? No, but it's funny. No. Now, what I was hoping would happen is that Trial would die so I could actually spam Meteor for, doing what you did with Reflect Ring Mega Flare nonsense. That didn't work. Also, I can't use my same strategy that I had last year. Ooh, they counter with Meteor. That's exciting. Well, okay. I see I have to be a bit more cautious here. Right. Rude. These are oddly very important enemies for Dragoons, which I've never gotten a Dragoon in the Fiesta, so I've never had to care. Because they actually, you can steal Dragoon's best weapon from them. And somehow I ran into it twice. I mean, nice and all, but, I don't need you. Go away. Go away or the nice happy meteors will, just pummel you to death. Hello, Greg. This is completely unnecessary. I just want to see if it works. Aha! Have at me. Jake, take what? You didn't do anything. I was expecting an attack there. Yes, it is just me. Thank you. Poor Gilgamesh, stuck in the void forever. How do you get here? Oh, just follow the only path that direction. Watch out for the robot. Because goodness knows I don't want to mess with that robot. That robot's dangerous. Oh yes, I forgot. You've got that whole saving the world business. Growl's is like, I want to hit him again. Let me hit him again. Yeah. Bye. Nice chatting. So I have a fun problem in the void here. I don't actually remember which chest is Shinryu. And that is a terrible problem to have. Like, I'm fairly certain I remember which one it is. But if I'm wrong, it's a problem. Because, I don't think I'm going to beat Shinryu. Oh no, not Shell. Hey Shell, have you met Meteor? How about its cousin, Meteor? Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, I'm pretty sure it's not this one. But because I have autosaves, I'm going to play it safe. I think it's that one on screen right now. Yeah. But yeah, knowing there's a super boss and not knowing where it is an exciting problem. I'm sure we'll see Greg again someday. Gilgamesh again someday. Though at this point we've seen him on stream at least twice. Wait, what am I doing? I'm pretty sure this chest is Shinryu. Let's go open it. To be completely fair, if I had picked up a certain thing, I probably could have won. I think it's too late for me to get it at this point. So I'm pretty sure. I'm going to double check. Yeah, I'm still missing a couple random ones here and there for that. Yeah. I would have had to pick it up in Galvanite Staff, because the Power Staff would have actually let me potentially win. Would it have guaranteed me winning? No, absolutely not. Actually, I think I could have. I didn't even think about that. That was an option. That was an option. Huh. I have a very dumb plan for later. That's gonna be too late. Oh well. I might actually be able to take out Shinryu. And it's going to be the dumbest plan ever if it works. Now, last year when I did this, I had my team all mages. And I spent so much time just having magic going flying back and forth. That's not going to happen this time. This is going to be a very entertaining case of I don't know what's going to happen, and neither does the boss. So, apparently this has changed where you don't... Oh, there it goes. I was to say, has this changed where you don't hit Necrophobe? Who needs things like actual battle plans when you can just spam Meteor? With these barriers, I have achieved invincibility! One of them's already dead, Necrophobe. What do you think about that? So the problem is Meteor can hit Necrophobe himself, which obviously doesn't do any damage because he is completely immune. I mean, to be fair, that's been my battle plan since I picked up Comet. But that was kind of a way. Apparently, he doesn't actually lose his defenses there. That's interesting. Apparently, he has to talk to lose his defenses. So if he just kept his mouth shut, he would be invincible. Really? Really? You know what? You can stay blind right now. I'm just not going to bother. Again, Necrophobe actually has very high magic defense. Meteor, Meteor. Yeah, still, if he kept his mouth shut, he would have been perfectly fine. Instead, he gets to die under a hail of, meteors. And he only has himself to blame. And I was just... nothing for me to do, really. First downpour Gilgamesh is going to be smacked around by Cryo. Oh, apparently you can slow it. That's entertaining. Can I slow Gilgamesh during this? Will it let me? Ferris looks like he's going to shank him for that one. Hey, I got it! I actually got it! It's literally the only one I could have gotten of the Genji gear, and I got it. And there's no point in me really doing anything here. I like that. Do appreciate that Necrophobe just sat there going, yeah, I'll let him monologue. I believe that's my line! No, Gilgamesh, don't. You know, considering that self-destruct can miss in PR, could it miss in this fight and just completely screw up the programming? I mean, I may as well. Oh, good. There's an ad starting up soon. Good timing, considering I'm just about to start the final boss fight. Wait, don't I have a cottage still? Yes, I do. So I'm actually saving in 2 files on purpose. One of them will be my actual completed one, and this one will let me pull back up the save when I'm here rather than being stuck out of the thing. But of course, with the ad coming up, I don't particularly want to start everything before, so oh, this is What will this actually do? Okay then! Okay. I can't tell if it's actually casting anything or not. It is protect. Slightly awkward. This is clearly not the fight to be doing this. Yeah, okay. This was definitely not the fight to be doing this. No. Wait. Right, I don't have to run. Something besides that. I'm gonna be right back and refill my water while the ad's actually going. This is nonsense I can deal with later. I'm back. The ads are still going though, so kind of whatever right now. I get something I can actually work with that doesn't have... Thank you. Oh, do not. That's not what I wanted to pick. Why did we make an attack? Welcome back. I will get on to the actual proper boss once I'm done with this nonsense. That was not what I wanted to do. I can save the actual prepping for my idea. Might be actually smarter to prep for Shinryu outside of here. Especially since I'm really not sure where in the rotation this is. You mind? God damn it. Go. Oh no, wait, no, wait. Fix that. I'm not leaving that on for this. That's a terrible idea. Actually, no, that's also a terrible idea. No, I don't want to fight you. Matter of fact, I would prefer not to fight anything. But what can I do? Yarr. Sup? I have become my ultimate form! Tree. I do love that if you leave the void at this point, it literally unvoids everything. Like, yeah, everything was in the void, and now it's not. Why did it work that way? Who knows? Bye, Sid. Bye, Mid. Let them go. No. I have opened the void inside the void. Questions about where you'll end up are unavoidable. Stand up. Can you really stand up when there's no ground? Don't you have to stand on something to stand up? Could this entire cutscene be done with half the party upside down? Because that would be funny. No one asks how these dead people stop the void. Except certainly doesn't know why. Quick double check I've got everything how I want it. Basically. Abilities are set how I want. Yep. Look good. Let's go chop down a tree. The only way I know how. With meteors! Needless to say, I'm not particularly afraid about this phase. Whoops, that was not double casted. But yeah, I didn't even get through a full rotation, and Exeth is dead. Bye, Exeth. No, I don't believe he did. I think Kryle managed to take a swing, and then the meteors fell. Welcome back, Exeth. Yes, I probably should have prepped this earlier, but it's fine. That's all I'm getting out of that lap, really. Yeah, I do love how they hid the fact that there's no actual end to the sprite there. He's just coming out of the void, which makes perfect sense, too. Also, we're just going to pretend the fact that this battle is not just going to end up being a whole ton of meteors flying everywhere. Because this battle is going to be a whole bunch of meteors flying everywhere. And yet, this is not the most random I've had this fight be. I'm looking at you, Geomancer Berserker Dancer. Uh-oh. Okay, that's... Almagas is what I was worried about. That was part of why I actually did a lot of my grinding, is because I needed to have someone survive Almagast. Like, that was a non-negotiable problem I knew was coming up. I see I didn't quite grind enough for that, but since mine picked up the HP from Berserker, at least I had someone who I can control still alive. And then, of course, Bart's just blocked it anyway, so it didn't matter. They were already in chaos. Are they just even more in chaos? Laws of the universe are in chaoser. So, one of the parts are dead. And we're done. Which be a game for that. So that is, at the very least, the game completed. Now, I do have time before I have to be done streaming. I am going to give a shot at Shinryu and Omega. I don't think I'll beat Omega. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I don't think it's possible. And I basically had exit Pinata, and I just spent the entire time pelting it with rocks. Actually, I don't think I can skip this part, so we'll enjoy the ending. Not like I have a choice in the matter. I've had worse endings to the Fiesta too. Like, what was it? 2 years ago, I ended the Fiesta with just Berserker Lena alive, who was poisoned. If I remember correctly. I took a picture of that one. I could probably find it. Let's see. When was that? July of 2023. So yeah, 2 years ago. There was a bit of a difference between that one and this one. The jobs. I need those. I'm not done yet. This team would have actually been harder in the SNES version because of two things. Well, actually, one thing really. There are dead spots in the original version that can be targeted by random attacks, so rapid fire, meteor, berserkers, because of course berserkers need to get screwed over more. And they will also still target dead parts, so meteor is not nearly as good. Like, not even close. I do appreciate them putting these crystals in where all the tablet dungeons were, but at the same time, if you don't do these dungeons, the tablets have just mysteriously disappeared. Just gone. And we unvoid everything. Ah, yes, took care of the shards. Most of them are collecting dust. I do appreciate that this game actually does have alternate endings of sorts. It's not something that's common in Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy VI actually does, oddly. But most of the endings to Final Fantasy games are going to be consistent, especially as they get to the more cutscene ones. Because this one changes, and Final Fantasy VI, while it does still generally play out the same, if you haven't picked up party members in the World of Ruin, they don't show up for their cutscenes or in other people's cutscenes if they were involved with it. The big one there is the most easiest one to find there is you have to pick up Edgar, but you don't need Sabin. So Sabin will not show up in the cutscene with Setzer. Edgar, wow! Names! The only difference to that is if you don't pick up Terra, Terra will still show up. Windrake just showed up and dropped them off here. Felt like a bad dream. All I could hear is the sound of meteorites. Hundreds and hundreds of meteorites. Yes, worried about her pirate crew. Not the fact that she just doesn't want to be a princess. Why wouldn't she be queen? Why wouldn't Prowl be queen? Remember all the fun times we had. Getting struck by lightning, beating up an old wolf. A scene that didn't actually happen in my playthrough. Whose memories are these? Or Lena's, like Lena getting poisoned. Or Lena getting poisoned. If this scene was the third time Lena got poisoned, I would have laughed, but I was pretty certain it wasn't. Oh, Farrah's suffering. Farrah's suffering some more. And Farrah is suffering even more, because apparently she only has bad things happen to her. Well, Grandpa dying, Kyle body checking Bart's, and Growl deciding to strike down the King of Tycoon with lightning. You know, just casual things. I don't know where they decide on these scenes. Like, Pearl kind of makes sense. She doesn't actually get involved with a lot of the action scenes. And it's like, fine, that kind of just happens. But yeah, as people are dead, this ending changes based on who's alive and what they could be doing. Because obviously, if Ferris is dead, she can't check on her crew. The um, Chancellor is not nearly as excited. Luke's being a goof. How much do you think it actually messed up X-Death's plan when Galoof broke the crystal like that? I'm just climbing on Galoof. Don't ask how we got there. Or why we didn't get involved sooner. Yeah, we're just gonna sit here and watch you suffer for a bit before we showed up. Unless they paradrop down from the airship. No. I suppose there are multiple scenes with that happening. So I just train of thought of a bunch of flowers showing up to try and cheer someone up. It's like, interesting. I suppose while this cutscene's still going on, it's going to be going on for a little bit more. I did expect this to be the last day of the Fiesta, because unless I, like, royally had issues and the fights leading up to it, there was no way I wasn't getting this done today. Assuming I don't screw up my sleep and actually stream, Wednesday I'll be getting back to Final Fantasy 16. I'll probably go ahead and do it on Friday as well. And then go back to what I had been doing with Monday, Wednesday being something, and Friday being a Final Fantasy. I know I'm doing Final Fantasy anyway, because Monday and Wednesday will still be 16. Not this Friday, next Friday, I'm going to be starting Final Fantasy 3. At least that's my plan. It's the last of the pre-3D era Final Fantasy games that I have not played on stream. I doubt I'll do a challenge run for it, because the game kind of has issues with doing challenge runs. But we'll see as we get there. But I have... Actually, I'm going to load this one. Because what I need to do, for the time being, I need to keep an eye out on Reflect showing up. Oh crap, that won't work. Guess everyone attacks. Confused. This should be Blink next? By my understanding? Yes. Dell. Okay. Sinnoh doesn't matter. This is Kuraga. You guys know Vampire? Okay. So that is where I need it to be. Right now, I'm taking that off. That is step one of the plan done. Here, it's throwing 2 spots here. Anyway, step 2 of the plan is now to actually go get Shinryu. Which doesn't mean I have to run through this entire place again. Yay. Actually, no. It's Ferris. Time. I don't have to fight anything because I have time mages. Okay, that one was apparently just personal for Ferris. So there are many weird and exciting ways to beat the super bosses. As I said, I don't have a plan for Omega. I don't know how I'd pull out. Frankly, I don't think it's possible. And I could be wrong. I just don't think I am. Well, okay. I won't say it's not possible. I will say it's very not likely. And it's not something I'm going to be beating myself up over to try and actually get done. Part of it's just how Omega works, the counters and everything. I have to carefully plan when I attack, and I have a Berserker, so you know how well that's going to end up working. There's no such thing as careful planning with the Berserker. That I am more than willing to give it a shot after I take care of Shinryu. That's not helpful. But, otherwise it's just not happening. When I get teleporting your thing, so you stop randomly attacking things. Don't like you just standing there. It's actually scary. Definitely used to move around a lot more than that. And yes, I could have been doing this the whole way when I first went through here. Hi, Iron Giants. You are scary. I don't want to deal with you. It is immediately a little weird running through this place without finding anything. But I suppose that's because I'm legitimately just so used to fighting everything everywhere that not fighting feels wrong. Alright. Goofy strategy time. Let's go. I've made a mistake already. Now, I'm sure this seems like a very weird setup if you don't know what the hell I'm doing. And yes, it is. You would be absolutely correct on that. But the thing is, if I understand mechanics properly, I think I just win. Okay, as long as I don't make any mistakes, I just win. Let me put it that way. And this is something a lot of jobs can just straight up do. Now, I seem to have gone through a bit more excessive preparation than I needed to, but okay. Now, it's a big question. What's the chances I can actually beat Omega? I asked the Fiesta Discord, and the instant response was, "Do you have 2 hours to waste?" It's like, oh, that bodes well. That's actually true. If this was the Game Boy Advance version, I'd actually have a free Omega win if I was okay to sit there and do nothing. But I don't believe that is an option. Honestly, it's gonna be better just leaving. Um. "12 hours." Oh, that's a funny suggestion. Yeah, so it's looking like if I want to do that, it's not going to be easy. I do want to test a few things. Where is my Wonder Log? Oh, nope. That's all I wanted to. Can't find a different spot to fight. Where is Karnak? Is Karnak gone? I've never tried to go back to Karnak. You're just... There you go. It's like, why would you ever go back to Karnak? This is the dumbest idea. This is the dumbest idea. Okay, I need... Ferris needs to do one attack. And now I can safely leave. Okay. Again, there's an ad going. You can't hear me. That's the wrong way. I'm gonna take that off before I accidentally screw myself. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a stab. A couple. I've got 2 hours before I usually stop streaming. I probably won't be stabbing him for that. I'm really curious what I can actually pull off, if this even works. It might not work. What? There. I just went backwards. So I'm doing a running conversation on the 4Job Fiesta Discord. While I'm working my way through this. Bye, Great Dragon. Bye, Great Dragon. Okay. This probably will not work. Bitch! Do you fucking mind? Okay, that does not. Um. Oh, that's an interesting problem I didn't expect. Yeah, that's about how I expected this to go. Good news is it doesn't actually take that much to do another attempt. Except this stupid group here. How much does this roughly do? Okay. Again, back out. Browse is kind of a sacrifice at this point. That's a nuisance. I can't actually fix that. Crap. That is slightly annoying. Can I just... Oop. does not work. Yeah, I don't think I actually have the damage. And this is going to reflect off, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. I'll do one more test, but I'm pretty sure this is just not happening. At least not in a setting I am willing to be doing on stream. Out and get into no, not get into stuff. Okay. Yeah, I don't think. With my current setup, I'm not going to be able to do it. Just straight up, I will not be able to. So with that, I guess we're going to call this a day for streaming. Question is, as we just wait for him to kill me, who is currently streaming? I'm going to actually go ahead and raid off into someone who is doing their own fiesta. I don't know them. I'm going to state that right now, but sending through from fiesta to fiesta, I'm perfectly okay with that. As I said, all things going properly, I will be back on Wednesday with Final Fantasy 16 to actually continue. Because I've definitely not been on top of that. But with that, I should probably actually put my raid message in. We're going to be raiding into someone named the Azure Guardian, who is decent way through the game at this point, judging by where they're at. They're in the Phoenix Tower, which is a place I didn't end up going to because I didn't have a reason to. But usual raid message, normal stuff. Make sure I actually copied that. And I will see you all years later. I should have pressed buttons earlier. There we go.